What's up, guys? It's your boy Primal Rush here. Wait, that's not right. It's Tago. Couldn't think of an intro, so that's all you're gonna get. Today we're gonna be doing the pre-game, but it's actually happening post-game in a commentary that I'll also need to do post-game, even though I plan to do it live in all future episodes of this series. My first match of the BDL. And we're gonna break down the team, break down the roles of all the Pokemon and what was planned, and talk about what went wrong in game as well, because these did not work out quite the way that it was intended to. So, we're gonna start out with the Pokemon that I ended up leading with, the Vikavolt. Citrus Berry was just to be able to take a hit on switching from Gyarados. If it was at +1, heal up out of range of the next attack, and then hit it back. Generally just to keep it healthy. And so I led this because he brought Frostlass, something that I wasn't expecting. I use a Thunderbolt on the opposing Frostlass, get the full paralysis, which in the end didn't really matter. Get the paralysis on him, not full paralysis. So in my mind, I'm like, oh great, I'm faster. He did taunt me, so I wasn't able to set up Sticky Web turn 1. And so I'm like, oh well, I'm faster, I can just kill him here. Having Vikavolt in isn't so bad. But it turns out Vikavolt is slower than dirt on the ground. And so his Frostlass still outsped. I clicked Energy Ball, got the KO, and lost my Vikavolt turn 1. So I didn't have webs. Me not having webs meant that Hoop Unbound was slower than his entire team, got O-code 100% of the time by a Mega Beedrill U-turn, 100% of the time by a +1 Gyarados Waterfall. Anything that could go wrong for Hoopa would go wrong for Hoopa, and it was dead weight at this point. And so my plan to use it to just like decimate his team didn't really work. It was just a sack, something that I brought in to eat up a hit from Rotom and threaten an attack back, try to get the opposing Klefki in. Once Klefki comes in, I have my GLISCOR, and so I'm using my patented, never seen before, Substitute Toxic Protect set. I know what you're thinking, Tago, how can you be so innovative? The numbers in the EV spread. I've never seen max HP before. The moveset. I've never seen Sub-Toxic Protect +1 attacking move. What were you thinking? Well, the opposing Klefki ended up only having dual screens, Thunder Wave, and Toxic. And so GLISCOR just sets up all over that. I get behind a sub, I use the Toxic on the opposing Gyarados, or it ended up 1v1ing the opposing Rotom by just getting a Toxic off and then substitute, protect, substitute, protect, substitute, protect. And it ended up being behind a sub when the Gyarados then came in to try to revenge it, get a Toxic off on it, start to chip it down. This set was honestly the MVP of the game. GLISCOR, I think, picked up 4 kills, 2 from Toxic, 2 from Earthquake, and so it really pulled its weight. Then later on, ended up getting Sharpedo in versus the Klefki, and the only reason that this thing came was to try to get rid of screens so that I didn't have to worry about him being able to set up behind screens. So the Psychic Fangs was really crucial for that. I liquidated on the first turn that he started setting up screens, and then the next turn that he set up the light screen afterwards, Psychic Fangs. Break both the screens. He tries to set up Reflect again. Hell no. Psychic Fangs. Break the screens a second time. Cinderace was my plan to kind of clean out the game originally, but because I wasn't able to get webs up, it ended up being slower than max speed Jolly Terrakion, and so I wasn't able to use it for that purpose. Pretty much all Cinderace did in this game was click Sucker Punch to chip down Scarf Gyarados into range of 2 turns of Toxic, and then GLISCOR clicked Protect, and was able to pick up that KO on the Gyarados. And last Pokemon, Florges. I honestly almost forgot that this was on the team. Absolutely useless this game. Very disappointing. Do better next time, Florges. That's all we gotta say. Now we're gonna hop into the game. I hope that you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed that little interlude. Here we are in the game, and as you can see, his team is Frostlass, Gyarados, Klefki, and hopefully you know the last 3 Pokemon. I'm just going to show them on the screen, not actually read their names off. And so we have the team that we just went through here. So I'm expecting him to just suicide lead this Frostlass from the get-go, and so he does throw that out. Frostlass hits the field, Vikavolt hits the field. This is going a little bit too slowly. Taunts me, Thunderbolt, gets the full para, baits me into attacking him again instead of switching out. Lose the Vikavolt turn 1. Then the Rotom comes in. I want to get my Toxic Orb off. He plots up in my face, and I have to sack Florges to this. So he just fires off a Leaf Storm. It gets low. I let Florges die. Be better next time, Florges. Maybe I should be better next time. Bait the switch. I don't know if I anticipated him going to... I think I anticipated him going to Terrakion. I don't know why I would have made that double. Oh, that's no good. Yeah, that double is honestly a mistake now that I'm looking at it. Koopa should have been saved as a sack. But me with Cinderace using Fire Move, I'm guessing that he had an Aqua Berry, and so he would have lived that, Pain Splitted to get Chip off on the Cinderace, and then yeah. So my biggest worry here was him getting in Gyarados and being able to set up a Dragon Dance for free, and because this Hoopa has Expert Belt Thunderbolt, I would have been able to pretty much just get the KO on that if he did go for the DD. But I don't know how I would have dealt with it if he brought it in and got a Moxie boost. It would have just swept my whole team right there. So I really needed that Vikavolt, and I'm lucky that he didn't take advantage of that there. We'll continue on anyways. He goes out to the Klefki. I hit Psychic. I use this time to go into GLISCOR and be able to get behind a sub. Goes Rotom. We click the fun button. Hit him with that Toxic. Nice. Now that his special attack is dropped, I don't have any problem just getting behind a sub. Sub. Protect. Sub. Protect. Sub. And the Rotom goes down. Outplayed. Gyarados comes in. You get off the Toxic on it. And the way that he's playing it makes me think that he might be Scarf at this point in the game. So I click the Protect on GLISCOR, get every bit of chip that I can. I'm not sure if he is banded. I don't want to take much damage on GLISCOR. Go into the Sharpedo here. Click Protect, or yeah, there we go, get the speed boost. I just need to get damage off on this and stop it from setting up screens, even if he is play rough. Psychic Fangs him. At this point, I honestly probably could have gone into the GLISCOR as well. I've already realized that he doesn't have anything to set up on me, and me getting behind a sub pretty much means that I can just do the same stall tactic on Terrakion as I did previously, and then do the same thing for almost the entire rest of the team. Keep Sharpedo alive to be able to Psychic Fangs the Beedrill, and that would have been my win condition, but me keeping this in isn't too bad. It would have been better though for me to again just go into GLISCOR, honestly. So he sets up the Reflect. Psychic Fangs, get rid of that. brings in the Terrakion here, and I'm not sure if he is quick attack, so I just sack off the Hoopa, just because the speed boost ability can be really useful in the back there. Drops his defense. Go GLISCOR. Set up sub. Protect to try to get some more healing. I was hoping he would miss one of those stone edges, or that stone edge in particular, when I was behind the sub, but I'm able to stall out here. Cinderace comes in, goes for the Sucker Punch, the one move that it clicked all game. Good job, Cinderace. And then at this point, I know if I protect here, he brings in Beedrill, I'll be able to sub up, protect the next turn. Goes for the knockoff, Earthquake, protect, Earthquake to win the game. 1-0. And that concludes the first game in the BDL. We're already on a good streak. We started off 0-3, ended up getting a win in a mock match, showcase match versus Primal, whose intro I imitated in the beginning of this game, or this video. And we're just keeping that momentum rolling. Shoutouts to KJ for the mock, and just some of the adjustments that I made to my set ended up winning me this game. So GD to FreakyDood, and you'll see us in the next episode. Goodbye.